My next activity is a semantic map, and it's ideal for third grade and up. And the reading component that is incorporated with this activity is vocabulary. And semantic maps are great ways to activate background knowledge of students about a concept and to help them think of new words that tie in with the concept. So I'm going to start with a semantic map for animals, and I would do this ideally before I start a unit study on animals. And it would be a great way to measure students' knowledge on the topic, and I can do this before, during, or after the unit of study to see how much they have learned and how much they know. So if I had a whiteboard, I would do this on the whiteboard, but I would just write animals on the board, and they would ask students what words or ideas they know that associate with animals. And so I have listed a few different categories within animals that may come about from ideas or words that students have thrown out. And so after they throw out words, I would also maybe throw out some more that they haven't thought of in an effort to help them think of words that they may have forgotten, or concepts that maybe aren't common but maybe that they have heard of during other stories or science units. So after they throw out their words, I would categorize the words that they've thrown out into different categories or legs for this purpose on the semantic map. So I wrote down endangered animals, self-defense, what they eat, and pets. So once I have the different categories, then I would ask the students to help me categorize the words that they have thrown out, or the concepts or ideas, into these categories. And so the next step would look something like this, where we have listed different types of animals that are endangered: sloths, manatees, Bengal tigers, for example. And under what they eat, we have listed 3 different types of eaters: carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores. So this would be a great way to introduce vocabulary that goes in the unit of study with animals, even if students don't know these words, or they're kind of tricky words for elementary students. So if they are not able to remember that, it would be a good way to introduce this before the unit starts. And the map can be kept up throughout the unit of study, so as students learn more about animals, they can throw out different concepts and ideas that can be added, and you can add different legs, or you could even do another leg or branch off of endangered species to classify them more specifically. So you can really take this in a lot of directions, but when students throw out a concept or an idea that should go under a category, you would also want to ask them why that word fits in this category, so that they can explain and articulate their reasoning for that. So that is about it for the semantic map.